Go ahead. A member of the Louisiana clergy is single-handedly responsible for summoning Slanesh, the chaos god of pleasure, excess, and decadence. Well, not single-handedly. There were 2 dominatrices, an altar, and much vandalism involved. Americans prepare for the social media second coming of Cheeto Jesus, and we dress your potatoes, but not how you might think. Today is Tuesday, March 23rd, and this is basically morning news.
Well, hello.
I am joined by Mr. Chris Pavlik and Mr. Patrick Thompson. How are you guys tonight?
Doing swell diddly Italy, neighbor.
I'm just great. Spent all day at fucking Sam's Club trying to get tires that I didn't need fucking tires. I just needed the bead to be replaced.
I went to the UPS store to get a PDF printed out of my license. Cool. And it took 3 50-year-olds approximately 35 minutes to figure out how printers work.
Man.
And
why didn't you just take a picture, scan it into your computer, send it to staples@printme.com, go to Staples and pay 10 cents, and boom, there's your copy.
That is way
Mr.
too...
Clean. Mr. Clean, what did I tell you about giving out free advertising, man?
I was helping the guy out.
We don't have a lot of rules here.
Yes, we do.
But we don't follow them. But we don't follow them because here's the thing. That would imply that we do exactly 100% correct right things. And we don't do that.
No, we don't.
Not at all.
So much so that we need to we need to go beyond the implication of wishy-washiness and make it concrete with our own fucking title. Basically. So let's take
like I went down to the redacted store and I asked them to
Can we have all
Man, I spent all day at the redacted store, and I didn't even need a redaction. I just needed the bead replaced.
Why is this coffee cup chroma keying?
Because I'm leaning too far back because I moved the camera so it could see me and I moved the coffee cup. That's
wait. You guys, everybody's showing things off. Well, I got one of these.
And the light's
I'm
not bright
completely
enough.
branded out tonight. I'm wearing everything from the shop, but we'll get to that later.
Including the boxer briefs.
We don't have those yet, but if they make good ones, I'll order a sample. And
I didn't see boxer briefs, but I was actually, shopping around and found a few pretty stellar items, I think.
Well, they're always stellar when they're from bmnpod.com.
You know it.
Stellar things for stellar people.
Yeah, totally.
Wow.
You boys got us like 2 minutes and 40 seconds behind. Can we get to the rundown already?
Right, fine.
Wow,
Since the
one
lead
rule,
stick in my ass, time miser. Jesus Christ! Did you get a Timex?
Let's go to the rundown.
I did.
I love that it got cut off.
I love the technical difficulties here today.
You're gonna get strangled via proxy.
I'm gonna have the chat strangle you.
If you all can't have fun with bloopers, you guys belong at CBS.
You are a blooper, sir.
No shit.
Well, first item on our list comes from the desk of Patrick Thompson, and the title is "A Louisiana priest and 2 dominatrices were charged with vandalism after altar threesome."
All right. This
You
comes
heard that
from-
correctly,
Did
folks.
they get to finish first before they got arrested? Because that's like key importance. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
because I wouldn't stop.
a
Fuck you, arrest me later.
a former Louisiana priest and two dominatrices were slapped with vandalism charges for having sex atop a church altar. It happened in September of last year, but they were just now being charged with it.
I mean,
Travis
Would you-
Clark, 37, and two women were initially charged by police with obscenity following the alleged tryst last September inside St. Peter's and Paul Catholic Church in Pearl River, Louisiana.
this, now, see, this is my feeling on why it took till just now to get them charged. Yeah, they're going to use the COVID excuse, but here's the real reason. Okay, outside of the police that actually caught them and arrested them and whatsy-whoosy, you're not going to find a judge, a jury, a prosecutor, or a defense attorney of normal stature that wants to take on that type of case in court.
Yeah, because it all been like, you know what? I'm a judge, but fuck, if I didn't have her wear my robes last time, just
That's
saying.
what I'm saying. Shit.
Also, obscenity laws are kind of bullshit. Like the way that they're built, like they're very hard to. Not only are they hard to manipulate and catch people for, it is also just crap. It's crap.
Oh yeah.
It's a moving goalpost that's just a measure of culture and what's culturally acceptable. So obscenity laws and obscenity charges are not often leaned on. Instead, we'll lean on something like indecent exposure or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's generally the
Some
angle.
people's face they should be charged with indecent exposure.
Hey man, you go outside and your scalp is charged with indecent exposure.
No, it gets radiated.
No. It's charged with radiative energy.
It's a
R.I.P.
After I
Marie
go
Curie.
outside, it can't be around kids for at least 48 hours. There's so much radiation through me.
Did you take your thyroid pills today? For your
Fuck that. I
scalp?
cut those fuckers out. Don't need them.
Don't need them. Don't need them.
Subscribe to our newsletter at bmnpod.com.
Yes,
I swear,
folks.
some things you aren't supposed to read aloud.
I understand, but I like to do so.
We all like to hear the sound of our own voice. That's why we do
I would
this
love to
fucking
be
thing.
watching like
That's
Fox
my point.
News and then just something pop up and Wolf Blitzer be like, huh.
Just the ticker that goes along the bottom. You just see him like reach his hand down there and just rip it off and go, huh, and then just put it back.
That would be actually great, wouldn't it?
But then he gets like mega fired. He's just like instantly fired. No pension, nothing. Just like, you can't break the fifth wall, man. Speaking of walking wall breaking, our favorite person in the world is returning to social media, but it comes with
Who's
a
the
catch.
favorite person?
Well, Donald J. Trump.
Whoa.
Duh.
Whoa.
No, my favorite person's Biden. I don't know about you guys.
Oh yeah, well, that's probably true. I have my favorite people are all in government, so
Yeah, mine too.
my absolute favorite people. But he's returning to social media, and that the bans that he went under for the stuff related to the Capitol incident, which if they held other people accountable, that same type of speech, man, they'd be banning half of the user base. It's crazy. But
Half the user base, they'd fucking shut the platform down.
well, yeah, they wouldn't have any customers anymore. 'cause
There'd
that's
be
all
5
anyone-
people that say, "Hi, how are you, sweetie? I love you. Talk later. Bye-bye now."
Yeah.
Everybody
Everyone
else is like,
five
"Fuck
of
you,
those.
bitch. Get a life. Get off the fucking couch, you fat cow."
As someone who has a problem suppressing their own mooing when sitting on a couch, I take personal offense to your statement.
Hello,
but-
have you seen me lately?
A loud hum just started, and I don't know if it's audible to anybody but me.
It's in the
It's
walls.
only
It's in the walls.
Right on the other side of my left, there is a washer, and it is active.
That's what's happening.
No, I don't hear nothing. It's fine.
Okay.
So Trump's coming back to social media.
Oh, really?
And he is floating an alternative platform. Of course, Mike Lindell's tried it with Vocal. We've mentioned that briefly here. I don't imagine it's going to find much success. But
I mean, he's got what, 80,000 followers? That's enough. He can talk to them.
Yeah, well, that's the premise of that. Actually, would be like Locals, which already exists, and it's a social media platform. You have to pay a subscription fee to be a part of, and you have to subscribe to each one. So, like, if each of the three of us had Locals, if people wanted to see my posts and communicate with me when I'm on there, they'd have to pay a subscription fee. That's the premise of Locals.
Wait, people have to pay to be your friend?
No, because you're not going to be any of their friends. That's not how that works.
All I need is 1 million of them to pay me $1, and I'll be great.
You're not so much a friend as more of a parishioner by that point.
Okay.
But yeah, so Locals is a little weird like that, and that one of the early investors in that, I believe, was Dave Rubin. And then there's Mike Lindell's Vocal. There was Gab, which was a Mastodon offshoot. There was, and then there was Parler, which was the one that looked like it was going to have the most success, but that didn't end up going very far.
Shit.
But adoption has been one of the biggest problems. How do you drive adoption to a platform, right? What does the platform do? Who is, like if there was an exclusive contract where someone who has millions of followers can only talk to this person there. And you can only talk if you're part of the in-group, kind of like Clubhouse or one of those other type things. The premise therein being, someone read that one.
It's like
now you want me to read it? Good humor wasted. Oh, I missed it.
Yes, it is. It is indeed somewhat like a sorority, I would imagine. And that premise on its own is hopefully, for him anyways.
I'm going to join the platform. My username, OrangeMan69.
OrangeMan69.
That's an absolutely fantastic name in case I'm fake. OrangeMan69. I'd let it on my platform all day long.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a shirt that's like all 80s out, and it says like Orange Man Rad on it instead. And it's just like Trump on a skateboard. With like a power glove,
The fucking Nintendo Power Glove.
Yeah. Orange Man Rad. You know how it is.
Orange Man Rad.
Yeah, but what do you think he's going to have on this platform? What are going to be the things that like make the platform unique?
Oh my God, it's going to be.
I know, and I don't know what they're going to have on there. Maybe they'll have a button that's just called Echo Chamber. Maybe they'll have.
A button that's called Echo Chamber that literally just repeats the same shit over and over to you from like fake Anon accounts.
Yeah.
So you just feel like, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Exactly. Wrong. It's just like, there's no emotes, but the only emote is just wrong.
Right. There's no like button. It's just wrong. But it's his voice.
Correct.
So that every time you see one, like when you're scrolling through a feed, every time you see a wrong, it says it audibly. So as you're scrolling, it says wrong.
You ever had someone write congratulations on Facebook to you?
Yeah.
It turns orange and you can tap it and it does that. Yeah. Just imagine like every time you scrolled past the word wrong and when it was written, it just went wrong.
Wrong.
And you couldn't stop it.
Yeah. Well, I know what platforms this platform will not be advertised on. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Shit. Yeah, no, we
leans into Mike. Wrong.
God, we really
here's the problem.
Mic'd up.
Trump doesn't need it. That's the scariest part of the whole
deal. That
is
Trump because he created this cult of shitty fourth graders.
There's a lot of shitty fourth grader cults out there.
First of all, I don't know about all of that because I was somebody that voted for him the first time.
Well, yeah. I mean, but you got to see how he wrecked it in 4 years.
I mean, as any of a politician done anything other than cause chaos?
Good humor wasted. Anti-maskers and guns for tots.
I said it, but I didn't read it. I didn't say it too loud.
Well done, good humor wasted. I like that. That's a proper witticism. The thing is if you think about it, like depending on who you were, things may not have been that bad, but also was it the kind of forward movement that people thought they were, or that they wanted?
No, it didn't happen that way. No, it didn't. Not
and
at
it didn't happen under Obama either.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Good humor wasted said even people who don't like him will watch, and I completely agree with that. I almost opened a Parler account just to watch the stupidity. But thank God that platform got taken down quick.
Yeah, before my morbid curiosity got the better of me.
Right. Wrong.
Yeah, no, it's some trash. I mean, a lot of it is like Gab got real bad for a while, and Gab was cool because it was built off of a Mastodon fork, and Mastodon is like a decentralized but federated chat social media server. So you have your own server that federates to other servers and makes links so that you can find each other, right?
Right.
But otherwise, it's completely decentralized. It's genius. It's quite cool. Problem is if the central federative government, essentially, of Mastodon says you don't fit what we find acceptable, they will say,
see you.
Any part of the any of the Mastodon servers that are part of our federated group will reject your federation requests.
So it's just kind of like Facebook.
It creates echo chambers, which makes toxic speech acceptable because it doesn't have to deal with other people and stuff. Oh man, Trumpstagram.
Actually, that was better than the one that I came up with the other day. Good job. Who was that?
Well, that was producer Dan.
Good job, producer Dan.
Yes, he's on it. So yeah, the quote is let's see here.
It's a me.
I do think that we're going to see President Trump returning to social media in probably about 2 or 3 months here with his own platform. Trump senior advisor Jason Miller told Fox News. This is courtesy of Fox News, by the way. Hashtag media buzz on Sunday. And this is something that I think will be the hottest ticket in social media. That's going to be bullshit. It's going to completely redefine the game, and everybody's going to be waiting and watching to see exactly what President Trump does.
Yeah, everyone's going to be watching. Like, you mean will they start calling him ex-President Trump yet?
No, because presidents are president for life because they were never removed from office. They were never stripped of titles. He's a president
presidency
forever.
Term ended.
Close.
Yeah, I mean, that's from a technical perspective. He was impeached twice, but will remain president forever.
I said that's the one I said. Orange Book.
Para-Trump.
Para-Trump. Trumper.
Oh my God.
Or just Twitter. You know where I'd rather be than talking about Trump's social media platform and being on his social media platform. You know where I'd rather be?
Where is that?
Somewhere.
Texas Roadhouse. And there's some sad news regarding people who love Texas Roadhouse, which is not a big thing in Southern California. So I didn't experiment, didn't have the opportunity to go.
I didn't experiment with them, man.
I didn't experiment with Texas Roadhouse in my college years. I mean, there's one out here. I think at least there was one on the west side of town, but there's one out here too. And I do have good memory of going.
Yeah.
This comes also from the desk of Patrick Thompson. The title is Texas Roadhouse CEO Kent Taylor dies amid COVID-19 struggle. If you thought today's show was going to be happy-go-lucky, buckle up, Buttercup, because let's be honest, this is not a fun show. We're going to do the best we can, but there's some bad news.
We're going to make some light of it, but we can't make light of everything. Kent Taylor, the founder and CEO of Texas Roadhouse restaurant chain, has died. He was 65. His family and the company say he took his own life after suffering the symptoms related to post-COVID-19. And that symptom that he got was Man, look at that man's face. Look at that. Such a chiseled chin. Look at that hat. He looks like somebody you could have a beer with, right? Like, I would drink with that guy until he tried touching me. But anyway, he took his own life due
Not
to
even death
tinnitus.
saves you from Patrick's sense of humor.
Hey, Texas Roadhouse is a great affordable chain where all the rednecks who live in trailers, when they got their stimulus, said, "I'm taking you somewhere fancy," and that's where they end up. So that's the thing. Exactly. But I love Texas Roadhouse. I think the meat quality is good. They have a good product. You know what I mean? It's a good, pretty quality product. I mean, it's not Wagyu or anything like that, but it is good beef. And to that, I wanted to do a small tribute tonight.
Stand by.
Oh my God, this guy.
We're doing a tribute. I need to have my tribute handy rather than. If my tribute isn't handy, I can't do a tribute.
Fucking Perky Biscuits just popped in. He's like, "I'm here." like he just showed up to the board meeting. Wait.
Hey, Boston. That nice 15-ounce coffee mug. 20 minutes and 8 seconds to finish that cup of coffee.
Oh man, that didn't take you long at all, man.
Well, drink it cold. It's quicker.
I started it when we went live. When I finished it, I looked up at the timestamp.
this jerky stick here is for you.
That's
Kent
gross.
Taylor.
That's gross.
Rest in peace.
Oh, that's gross.
Mine's crunchy.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
Mine's not very
Good. Now go away.
Just kidding. Come back. We need you. Kent Taylor, thank you for.
I have a bagel. Perky Biscuits has a bagel.
A bagel for Texas Roadhouse, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, see, if
May
I
his
know that's where
family
you,
and his estate
now
rest
see,
in peace.
if I had known, Aaron's also here. If I had known that, good. Now go away. Just kidding. Come back.
I knew I was going to need to put something stronger than coffee in my mug tonight.
Bailey's.
You know, that's the one rule we're not allowed to
It's
do.
bourbon.
If I had known that's where you were going with the beef jerky, I would have had my wife make the nice porterhouse steak tonight, and I would have ate that.
I literally explained this bit, and it wasn't even a bit.
I understand that. I just didn't know that it was. It didn't click.
Well,
but I would have ate a steak instead of a piece of beef jerky.
1 second, I have a stack of pink slips here somewhere.
Good.
Speaking of mistakes,
Can you give me 3 of them? I need a few weeks off.
Pour another glass. Don't be a bitch.
The bottle's out in the kitchen, producer Dan.
That was mine.
Speaking of things that Chris is fucked up on, let's hear from our first advertiser tonight, Mimi's Gifts.
Need a great gift or a beautiful new furnishing for a space in your home? Browse on over to mimisgifts.com. Here at Mimi's, we have beautiful decor for every room in your house. And remember to use promo code KWZL20 at checkout for 20% off of your entire purchase. That's right, 20%. Next time you need something exquisite, remember, mimisgifts.com. Bring something beautiful home today.
The 2 biggest assholes under
At least
the
ours
head
isn't
asshole
prolapse like yours.
work at Basically Morning News.
Hello. Why are you muted?
Who?
Him.
I was saying, hey, look at Chris Pink Sock Pavlik over here.
You know what? I don't have to take this shit.
Yeah,
Put
you
it right
do.
back on. Yeah, you do.
We don't have enough time to get a third.
And that's my problem. How?
I don't know, but let's get back to these problems because we've got a lot of problems to get through tonight. Today's not been a good day. Specifically, this next article might be one of the worst. This comes from the desk of Patrick Thompson, and this is titled, Ohio Man calls police after raccoon ransacked his kitchen and he hid in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
I'm going to read the direct quote because it's fucking hilarious. Sure enough, Metzko found the raccoon sleeping in the dishwasher when he arrived. The animal had broken in through a bathroom light and ransacked the kitchen before settling in for a nap under some dirty dishes, according to the police. Holy shit, what area do you have to live in?
I don't know, but I would have just turned the wash cycle on.
Racket.
Gave him a bath.
So here's the thing. Where is this guy from? This guy
Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio. You know what? The people I know who live in Ohio, they all tell me the same thing. The water tastes a little funny. You know why? Okay. Raccoon growth hormone. There's raccoon nootropics in the water. It's a byproduct of the water processing process.
Oh.
And so the raccoons drink the water, and they get real smart. And one of them actually just finished up his C20 license and got himself a general contractor permit, found a way to disassemble a light, grew himself some opposable thumbs so he could open a dishwasher, and made himself a home.
I don't think you understand. Raccoons already have thumbs.
Fuck.
He just figured out how to use it.
IR zookeeper.
Patrick, did you go hang out with Carol Baskin? She teach you about the animals.
Carol Baskin.
Put the cotton candy.
No, that doesn't say cotton. That says Coton candy. That was Coton candy.
Here at Basically Morning News, we edit dick all, including spelling. What do we got here?
Raccoons are trash balloons, Perky Biscuit says.
Trash balloons. Yes. Trash pandas. Trash pandas.
Oh, man. I'm going to do this one in the voice of Alex Jones.
So the trash when it says trash
makes balloon, the raccoons gay. Thank you, just in case.
Last time I saw a trash balloon, I was smuggling it across the border in my butthole. I don't think it's the same thing we're talking about.
No, but you should have not wasted your time and done that. You can go right down to the local corner there and in the corner and pick up your meth from the local guy. Why are you crossing borders, man? The expense of that is ridiculous.
Oh no, see, I don't mule meth. That's some cheap boy shit. Nothing but pure MDMA goes in my asshole.
Oh shit, you can get that right down at the school.
Oh,
they sell that quick.
Jesus. Where's Molly? Pavlik knows.
Right
here. My God. How many of these goddamn things are from my desk?
All of them.
A lot of them this time. You did write a bunch of them. So speaking of last time we did an article about improper door dashing, I feel we may as well keep up the trend here. Also from the desk of Patrick Thompson, this is titled Michigan DoorDash driver drops pizza on ground, stuffs it back in box.
Oh, man. Pizza toppings like pineapple can cause controversy, but most people can probably agree they don't want dirt in their pie.
Wrong.
5-second rule.
A Detroit man's dinner was spoiled when the DoorDash driver who was delivering his pizza. First of all, why the fuck are you using DoorDash for pizza?
I think they're using DoorDash for pizza because they don't have their own delivery service no more. They outsource it to DoorDash.
There's nothing wrong with dirt on your pizza.
Dropped it out.
This is why people are susceptible to viruses because they can't just eat dirt and drink out of garden hoses anymore.
Legion.
Jeez.
So he dropped it on the home's front porch. The whole incident was caught on video by the doorbell cam. So that means somebody watched like the pizza guy trip up to the foot. I'm sure he was having a great day. Fucking DoorDash guy walking up, just tripping on that front stair. Oh, and it's like next thing you hear on the DoorDash cam and on the fucking like through your house is fuck.
That's the other thing is DoorDash has never once, or any of the food delivery services have never done anything to tell me that they are checking their drivers or their drivers are doing anything. Like they could be carrying the coof and no one's going to tell them not to drive because no one knows if you have it or not, unless someone is mandating that you get tested and then you have to report the results.
So
you don't have to report the results.
Uber
if you're
Eats
going to
makes
worry
you
about
wash your
that,
hands and they make you wear a mask. That's about it.
Well, I'm not super happy with it. And also, especially, paying, a huge markup essentially on a pie, which is supposed to be an inexpensive way to feed a large number of people. You pay a huge markup on that just for someone to coof on it. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to take a hard pass.
Yeah, how dare you queef on my pie?
Okay, so you don't have a problem with the delivery guy from the pizza place dropping it off, though, do you?
No, because I know where he works.
Oh, okay.
We can find him.
You don't know where the DoorDash guy works?
At the very least, we can leverage Yelp against industries that have delivery drivers that are shitbags if they work for the place.
Oh, so you can be a Karen. Cool.
Well, not a Karen so much as someone who goes, look.
Wipe it off, 5-second rule. Fucking A right, baby.
Yeah, I've been in my house for the past 3 weeks. I've seen nobody. Somehow I got coronavirus and nobody else in my house has it. Now we all have it. My wife's dead. It's the fucking pizza guy.
I don't even wash my hands after I pissed. I'm immortal, Perky Biscuits.
There's a couple types of immortal. The type of immortal Perky Biscuits is the type of immortal that exists carried on forever through song. Not the kind that actually lives forever. I am immortal. This next one, ladies and gentlemen, it is a basically morning news first.
Oh, shit.
This comes from the desk of Chris Pavlik.
Yes, it does.
It is titled, Tennessee State Passes Bill to Allow for Permitless Carry. So why don't you walk us through this one?
So first I can just say that I think that's going to be a good thing for certain people in Tennessee if it does move forward. So they passed the bill with a 29-3 vote. Okay, a 29-3 vote.
Dan is rubbing the lady's cursor.
On the third and final consideration to move the measure forward. So if it passes, adults 21 and over will be allowed to carry concealed or unconcealed weapons without a permit, as long as they don't have any convicted of stalking or someone convicted of a DUI within the last 5 or 10 years.
So wait, felonies are cool?
That's where I was at with it. Like, okay, so stalking, DWI. So if I murder somebody, can I still get a gun? You didn't say shit about it.
You didn't say it. You didn't say it.
It's not in the paper. It's not in the paper.
If the media didn't report it, it's not true.
Tired of this hacker crap.
Yeah. But yeah, I just thought that was pretty interesting.
It is definitely a departure from what seems to be a general move in the opposite direction, right? Well, states don't go the way that the federal government does. And that tension that it creates is going to be there's going to be some sticking points there.
Wait, somebody's going to be mad, and I'm betting
somebody poisoned the water hole.
There's a snake in my boot.
Hey man, that's my line.
Nancy must have used the wrong bathroom again. Now, no wonder why everybody in California is dying. She took a piss in the wrong hole.
Oh, Jesus. I'm not sure that's how you get COVID, but you know what? That's
no, you don't get COVID. That's worse than COVID. That's Nancy-itis. That's got a 100% death rate.
Okay. Well,
guaranteed.
I'm still breathing, and she does live in this state, so I think one way or another, I'm sure I'll get through it.
Yeah, but she's
somehow.
Not next door. You're not her neighbors.
Well, no. She apparently, when she's not doing her duty, she lives in the city. But
may I speak for Justin's question? Is the carry permit different than getting the gun? Yes. In Tennessee, you don't have to have a CHL or a gun carry permit to buy a gun. You can buy a gun. Just like in Texas, doesn't mean you can carry it around. Also, I lived in Tennessee for a decade, so I am completely okay answering this.
That's why I let you answer it, because I knew that's where you were from. So
I'm not from there. Shut the fuck up, Foggy. I'm from Ohio.
Oh, so then you're just all about the raccoons that that break into
you leave
houses.
those raccoons out, and you leave them some raccoons out of this.
You leave them raccoons out of this, I tell you.
Oh boy, eat them up good.
Okay, fellas, we're already delayed.
Come on down here. Come on down to
Hey.
Bayou. Have some raccoon etouffee.
Chris,
Wow,
just
Baba.
let it go. Let it flow, man. Let it flow. It's
I'm
okay.
gonna-
It's okay.
It's
There's no river here. It
he looks like the front cover of You Don't
Ohio.
Know Jack when he
Hey,
does that. He leans
Ohio's main
He's just like-
exports are depression and rust. All right.
Ohio doesn't exist.
and
Perky
Dave
Biscuit
Chappelle
says.
and Dave Chappelle Netflix specials. What was that last one from Perky?
Ohio
doesn't exist.
Ohio gozaimasu. All right, well, let's take a moment here and talk to you about the place that you can get yourself one of these.
The
Or-
Bean Tank 3000.
Yes, the Bean Tank. We call that the BT16 because it's a 16-ounce mug and it's a bean tank.
15.
Or this outstanding limited edition collaborative artwork piece that a friend of mine made years ago, and I told him would be on a T-shirt someday, and so it's on a T-shirt now. I tried to warn you, retro graphic tee that is a limited edition. It's not going to be up long, so if you want that, I think we're going to probably pull that down in about 2 weeks. So go ahead and take a look at that. If you head over to bmnpod.com/shop or just navigate to the shop using the navigation bar, you can find yourself a delightful array of interesting and thoughtfully developed pieces of clothing and gear. Right now, the focus is clothing, but as I'm the one that builds out the stuff. So for now, and I'm sourcing other things. So if you have stuff you'd like to see, feel free to reach out to us at boston@bmnpod.com, or through the newsletter, or even just hitting me on social media if you've got something.
Hit him.
I'm ordering that basically shirt.
Me too. I'm going to wear that when I'm on the show.
That's
that's the
Can
street
you stop
team shirt,
putting
dude.
words out of my mouth.
That is the flagship street team shirt, and that has been purpose built to be the most affordable product that my distro will give me. And it is our flagship design. Comes in a couple of colors, and you can represent the show anywhere you travel with.
Oh, that blue's perfect.
Yeah, I personally like the black or the gray.
Ooh, I like that one.
That blue's better too.
But I opted for all the colors, and I picked the best shirt that I could get.
You don't have
for the
any in
money.
a green tone for my liking.
I can add a green tone. I just thought it looked like dick cheese.
Gross.
But
That's right. We need a basically morning news butt plug.
and a basically morning news ball gag.
We'll call it the bowel stopper.
The basically
bowel
morning
stopper.
news bowel stopper. Like, if you're feeling particularly devilish, supplement first with a full load from the bean tank.
Bean tank coupled. Most people who viewed Bean Tank also purchased bowel stopper.
And that 15-ounce bean tank takes exactly 20 minutes and 8 seconds from fill to empty if you drink your coffee properly. If you let it get cold, that's your problem.
That's right. Producer Dan goes hand in hand with our coffee mug.
All right. Well, we've been really cooking through this
Anything
stuff.
is a butt plug if you try hard enough, just in case.
It's just like his cock lamp.
Oh man.
Sorry, rooster lamp.
Oh.
Yes, I'm calling an audible. We've got off track enough that we need to 86 the deep dive tonight, and we're going to go straight on into hearing from Dad's Corner. So let's hear the
Hey everybody. Dad here. Kinda. So I'm not a dad, nor do I give a fuck about you or your kids. So here we go.
fuck your crotch goblins. Wait a minute.
So tonight's Dad's Corner, I'm going to teach you how to do something everybody should know how to do. And that is
Start the house on fire?
Kinda. Close.
Cool.
He's on the right track for once.
I
So
love fire.
fucking pyro.
Fire
So
is cool.
I'm going to teach you how to properly microwave the perfect.
The flashlight, son.
I'm going to teach you how to properly microwave a baked potato.
Oh, so that's what you call it nowadays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It sounds like a sex move, doesn't it? Microwave baked potato, baby. So what you do is you take some saran wrap, all right? You're going to wash some good, probably 14-ounce taters. You're going to wash those good old Idaho's.
I got a
I
14-ounce
prefer
tater for
the
you.
light-skinned
Yeah.
ones, the light skin, not the russets. I don't like the russets that much.
Wow.
Side
do?
note on that, actually, there's a potato chip company out of my old town that they don't even have conveyor belts. They make everything by hand, but they got into some controversy because they referred to, and I'm quoting their website right now, they referred to the winter potatoes, which are darker in color. They referred to them with let's just say the second most problematic name possible. But they didn't know. I don't know how they didn't know, but they didn't. And they talked about the difference in flavor profiles and how if you like these kinds of flavors, the earthier flavors or the sweeter flavors, right, you can buy the chips in different seasons. And they even told you when in their rotation that happened, right?
Oh, wow.
And yeah, but they were like, we use this word and we realize it's a problem, but okay.
Sit down. So
Were they gonna cut? Were they calling it a see you next Tuesday?
No, actually, I'm almost loath to repeat the word, but it has the word dark in it.
I would not. No.
No, I
So-
would not either.
What you do is you take your potato, you wash it thoroughly in water. Don't
In
use
oil?
soap, you fucking cretins. So you just do that, and then what you do is you lay it in the middle of some saran wrap. The plastic wrap.
Can I use aluminum if I don't have saran wrap?
If you want to put that in your microwave, go right ahead. Nobody else do what Funky's doing. So what you do then is you take some beautiful pats of butter. You get those room temp. So what you
what's
do
a
is you're
pat
going
of
to take
butter?
a fork. A pat of butter is when you cut a fourth of a tablespoon off of a stick of butter.
A pat.
Oh,
is
fuck
fourth
that
of a
shit.
tablespoon.
I use a dollop of margarine.
So then what you do is you stab the potato profusely with a fork all over. That way the air can help bake the potato in the microwave. And what you do then is you put the potato in the middle of the saran wrap, put the butter around it, and then you sprinkle some sea salt on top. You roll that up like a nice piece of hard candy. And then you throw that son of a bitch right in the middle of your microwave. No plate, sans plate. It should be wrapped tight enough to not leak. Then what you do is at an 1100 watt microwave, which is the standard, you'll put it in for 7 to 10 minutes or until fork tender. And that's
Fork
how you
tender.
bake.
That's my favorite kind of tender. I prefer it to spoon tender or spork tender.
Spork tender.
Spork. Time to
Timer's-
recycle your Mr. Potato Heads.
Like I said in the cold open,
Times
we're
are
dressing
tough.
potatoes tonight, but not like you think.
Oh, man. Well, that has been Dad's Corner.
Roll stinger. Ah.
I want to find the same type of stinger, like the exact same thing, only dude loses his hand and starts bleeding everywhere on the table saw.
That's something that I guess we planned it in advance, maybe, and we got some weird, funky prosthesis. We might be able to actually film that.
Wait a minute. Wait. Did you just say plan something in advance? Wait. Do we do things
so
like
here's
that?
the thing. In the world of Boston and producer Dan, we do things in advance. All right, to the point where we could probably look into taking care of something interesting like that later on. We'll see.
Leans in the microphone.
If you want to see advanced levels of content, you want to see improvements in the nature of our program, the very guts, heart, and soul of our show,
head on over to bmnpod.com/shop and buy some merch. Oh, never mind.
Go to patreon.com/BMNpod and support the show.
I gotta give it to Chris on that one. That was good.
I was going to suggest your long-term support at any level. For only 35 cents a day, you can help these three poor individuals continue to make better content for you.
It's 33
Who the
cents.
fuck wrote the thesis statement for the fucking list?
Tonight's
I
list is
literally
going to take
said,
a minute.
Who the
The answer to the question, who the fuck made this list, is always us. Speaking of which, let's get right onto it with who the fuck made this list. Tonight's list is going to add to our wonderful dad explanation of how to make a baked potato in the microwave. We're going to talk to you about the greatest toppings for baked potatoes. Chris, you want to take the first one?
Sure. And an eternal classic broccoli and cheese provides the perfect blend of vibrant green vegetables and the piquant saltiness of a well-aged cheddar. Affordable, time-tested, and ageless. This will handle the task every time. Unless you're trying to feed your crotch goblins, leave that to aggressive babysitting.
Play the ad. No, I'm kidding.
Gotta leave them wanting more. I'll take the second one. So the next one is sour cream and green onion. For the brighter of palates, this delightful 1-2 punch of sauce and garnish will enthrall the senses and rapture the mind and engage those salivary glands in ways that beg to be served.
Delicious. Oh. And I'll take number 3. A Southwestern favorite. Chili takes the potato out of the center stage and sheds a whole new light on the concept of the traditional baked potato. Only rarely ever does the succulent collision of two instant classics transport the taster to a tantalizing tincture of distinctive distinction. Like the silver hair flaking a middle-aged George Clooney in the Batman films, this combination had me feeling strange sensations I couldn't explain to my pastor at Sunday school.
I love writing these so much.
You know, I read well too. That's why you write the fucked up ones.
They're all fucked up, dude. Wake up.
Actually, the first one's not really that bad.
Wake up.
Am I
Wake
taking
up.
number 4?
Wake up.
Pairs nicely with our butt plug, producer Dan reminds us. Yes. Remember, you can taste our butt plug. What?
Whoa.
Save that one for a minute later. We're going to have a good pairing for that later on.
Oh, God.
Chris, go on ahead, man.
Sure. Butter, but not the rich, salty kind you're thinking of. Used to make this blue box craft dinner. Ew. It's the kind your stoner friend, me, really blew up the house making. Been there, done that. I do have to admit, nothing makes quite as transcendental in what the hell?
Transcendental.
Yeah, that word. Yeah,
You nitwit.
transcendental. Excuse me, I added another letter. My bad. An experience eating a potato as a treated with this divine sauce. Pot butter. Perhaps the one time, Boston and I went on a sprint journey after eating that potato covered in BMT on the E's. Oh, what did I do? I said it wrong.
DMTNAs.
Tag me in.
There was no A.
Tag me in. I'll cover that part here. Hang on, let me just. I wrote this and I realized it was some high octane shit.
Jeez.
I'm saying, perhaps the one time Chris and I went on a spirit journey after eating that potato covered in DMTNAs is a close second.
Freedom! I love that. That's great. That's fucking great. I love producer Dan. He's the shit. Because I know that was him.
Oh yeah, because I have that was entirely producer Dan. Yeah. Okay, the next one is me, right?
Yeah.
Or is it Patrick?
Well, it was. It's you.
Okay. Number 5 is literally lava. Only for the toughest sumbitches, this incredibly hot sauce will do more than scald your tongue. It will melt it right off your face and likely kill you outright. Do not attempt.
Number 6. Peanut butter and KY jelly leaves nothing to the imagination while we lie on the green grass and imagine a treat so fantastic the great chefs at Ejaculate have already divined it. Designed as a way to supplement peanut butter and jelly for the U.S. military, the addition of KY jelly was not so much a flavorant, but a digestive aid for someone so bold as to eat a fucking baked potato covered in peanut butter. Buy one today, sit back, and relax. That's him.
This pairs nicely with the bmnpod.com/shop butt plug.
That was a fun one to read.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Let's see here.
7's me, I'm guessing. Or is that you?
7 is you, Mr. Chris.
All right. We here at Basically Morning News suggest one and only one topping to beat all the others. In the world of toppings, baked potatoes. We love topping our potato with a carefully composed reduction of sherry orange juice and mint toothpaste, the Crest kind, as the rage ensues, excuse me. From, I didn't realize it went on to another page. From the internal speculation of life that the eater experiences enough to ensure the most memorable of experiences.
And number 8 tonight, the bonus. Use plain Greek yogurt instead of sour cream for a bright and zippy low-fat alternative to the decadent bovine distillate.
But yogurt is, you know what? Okay.
Not my problem.
It's the same thing.
One of these days, Alice.
Yeah. Well, that brings us to tonight's tie-up. Okay, hold on. We're being bonus. Now you can eat potatoes from the other way too. You can test.
All the Kingsters out there, we're going to pull the Kingsters in with our tie-up. Bukari fucking.
Kinky.
It's great.
Kinky.
Do you like to tie things up? We do.
So tonight's tie-up is not only a fun wrapping up of the show, but it's where we get to interject some things, current events that didn't make it into the script. And, I'd like to start off with one. And I want to send my sincerest condolences to the people and the lives lost in Boulder, Colorado, due to the mass shooting, 10 confirmed at King Soopers. And this isn't about shaming rights or wrongs, gun control, any of that. What it is about caring for your fellow human and always making sure that the people in your immediate vicinity are of stable mind and stable life and don't need help. it's always the people who need help are the ones who lash out in this world. So from the bottom of my heart, anybody who has went on these sprees in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I have to say that they did not receive the kind of help and support from their families early on, or nobody bothered to ask them, hey, how are you doing? And then got the response, well, I'm getting ready to kill a bunch of fucking people. So, that's the thing. There's always some kind of sign. There's telltales. And if we don't care for our fellow man to the point of asking them, hey, how are you doing?
Buddy check.
Yeah, exactly. It's an important thing. It's a very important thing. Even if you think you're all alone, there's always somebody. There's always somebody out there who's got you on their mind, even when you feel like the world is crushing you down. Don't ever get so low you start to break from reality and make rash decisions. It doesn't matter what it's over in your mind. What matters is that people are looking out for one another. And to an extent, I mean, we can't all be accountable to everybody else's lives. That's never going to happen, and it never should be a thing. You should never overextend yourself to people, but basic human, you should check up on people every now and then just to gauge how they are.
Important thing to remember here, and like Patrick said, we're not hammering any of these hot button legal procedures, bills, things people are saying. We're not hammering that. But if there's one thing that I gotta say, that thing that I gotta say is, if you are someone who finds the premise of gun control to be intolerable, then you better be doing buddy checks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No matter, and that's the thing.
Do it, or someone will think they need to do it for you.
Right. This thing, the problems that we've had in the U.S. in the past years, when it comes to mass shootings and such, it doesn't really matter if you lean blue or red. What matters is that we are one of the freest countries to be able to get a firearm in. And that's not a problem to me. I love firearms. I've owned one or two, but I've gotten rid of them. I didn't need them, And it wasn't, I'm one of those people who love to flip shit. So money is money. That's my game. Mm-hmm. But on the other end of that, I often thought about, it's like, if I'm getting rid of this firearm that I got in a trade, legally, of course.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, really? If I'm getting a firearm and I'm selling it at the time, a reputable place was Gander Mountain. I sold firearms to, and I often wondered, what if that gun slipped into the wrong hands, or even any gun for that matter? It's not a good thing that people who have struggled and dealt with these mental rehabilitations and problems throughout their lives, they don't get the help they get because we put everything else over mental health care. It's a stigma in this country to seek mental health help. And we need to really break those barriers down, make it accessible, and not chastise people who want help.
I mean, today I went looking because I figured there was going to be a conversation for this, but I had questions I wanted to ask people. I wanted to understand myself better and the world in which I live, and straighten some things out in my own head. And when I went and looked at what might have been available for someone if they were, paying cash, that kind of thing, it's still almost $400 a month.
Yeah, it is. At even if you do a minimum of one session a week here, it's like out of pocket, no insurance. You're looking at $120 a month. That's $30 a session. But for for therapy or psychology to even be helpful, you got to go a minimum of 3 to 4 times before you make any kind of breakthrough. Which would mean you need to do 2 a week.
And that's hard because
it is.
Now on top of being depressed or stressed out about just trying to live and get the help I need, now I got to figure out where this extra money is going to come from to get that help. And that's a lot for people. Like being a cab driver for 20 years and dealing with medical transportation.
You became the therapist.
People, literally, I swear to God, my job was 95% of making sure people were okay.
I did medical transportation for 2 solid years of my career years. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you these people who are in nursing homes, these people who are on dialysis, they just want somebody to listen to them.
Yep.
I can't tell you how many people I've picked up and dropped off, and the next time they were on the schedule, I found out they passed.
Yep.
It's fucking terrible. Mm-hmm. And
20 years
to feel like I was the last person, one of the last people that actually listened to these people who've been, I wouldn't say institutionalized, because when you're living in a nursing home, it's a little different, but
right.
It's a completely different way when you're used to being independent, and then you're thrown into that. And, hey, this guy who works for an ambulance company who's just here to transport you, a lot of people would be like, oh man, I hate it. They're talking my ear off. I took it as, wow, they don't really get much attention at the nursing home
most of the people that I traveled was from up here down to the city or down to Boston, Massachusetts, or Pennsylvania, or places like that. So I had numerous hours of car rides with these folks, and not for nothing, but that also takes an emotional toll on you.
Yeah.
Because I know that I felt some type of way because I was like, damn, oh my God.
That's because people who are empaths who want to listen to people and help them through things, we take those emotions that they're expelling and we take them onto ourselves. It's like the same way happens when I watch certain TV shows that are reran, like House. I take on the emotions of the guy, and I know it's a show, but if House is happy, I'm happy. And I've gotten so deep into that fucking show, and it's just crazy.
Yep.
So, do you have anything to add, Boston?
I do not, but to bring it full circle to where we were, like I said before, buddy check, or someone's going to buddy check for you, and you're not going to like how they're going to have you do it. So just make sure you're doing your part. I have an aphorism, quote, and bit of humor here to take us out with, if you guys are interested, and it seems to be relevant
humor.
Based on how the conversation went.
No, I'm kidding.
That's so funny. This comes from George Bernard Shaw, the English playwright and publicist. The quote is, "We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing."
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all I got for you guys tonight. Patrick, what you got?
I just want to reassure everybody, and, got the message for that. We went over for it. Always make sure you check on your friends. Buddy check is important, and always keep an open heart and an open mind. Chris?
Yep. And before I say my whole normal, I have one thing to say. This is our, 10th live episode?
Yep. This is our 10th live episode.
So this is a milestone, and we appreciate every single one of you.
Isn't the 10-year? So if a 10-year anniversary is the paper anniversary, this is like our Post-it note anniversary, right?
Yeah. Boston ordered the printer. It'll be here soon. Instead, he could just go to the local department store. And
he's making a joke about that Amazon Post-it note printer that I want super freaking bad.
Yeah.
But
I do think it's pretty cool, though. So, but anyway, we do appreciate you. And as always, stay fucked, America.
Dan, take us out.
Baked potato butt plug.
Damn it.
Triple BP.
Okay, first up, HR 765, which would cut taxes for the middle class, lower the deficit, and at the same time, all in favor. I can't hear you. All right. Also, a motion that a tax cut bill doesn't have to go through Senate. All in favor? All right. All opposed? You know what? I don't care. You don't get to vote. All right, let's keep moving. We got 9 minutes left. HR 433, which would make Senator Mark Hatfield officially a Democrat. All in favor? All right. HR 963, motion that from now on all Democrats are officially weird. All in favor? All right. Okay, let's go. We're burning daylight. Okay, HR 832, to keep reporters away from my mother. What do you say? All right. How about even though he had nothing to do with it, we take credit for ending the baseball strike, huh?